she's back.
So we're putting the Yukon stove back in just so that I can work here during the day and get everything packed up. We just need a heat source of some kind. And then Darwin's going to come out and experiment with the bench some more while I'm gone. And they'll keep you updated on their channel, so make sure to go check out Honeydew Carpenter. Pardon me. Any other words of wisdom to add, Darwin?
Yeah, honestly, words of wisdom right here. Sometimes when you're in the middle of a project and it's got you frustrated, it's best to just take a step back for a minute or two and marinate on it. And just know and have faith that it's all going to work out. And then when you go back to it, it just does. Okay? And I don't know why it is like that. And so, Mrs. Honeydew is leaving for St. George on Friday, right? Day after tomorrow. And I have 2 or 3 other projects that Mr. Honeydew is going to work on and do some videos on. I'm just going to step away from the stove thing. I had a viewer give me some really good advice on and some links to some different channels to look at. And the things he said made a lot of sense. David J. Patrick.
So this is the part where I realize that I don't have my microphone plugged in. And here is the pretty fabric that I'm going to use, and the tough white fabric that I'm going to use as the cover. I need to take down the hammock chair, which I love the colors so much because they're like a circus tent, and move that back to where it belongs. Now I'm going to screw the top of the box down. It's just a piece of plywood that Darwin had already cut out, and I just brought it in the house, and we're going to put some screws in so that the bench is secure. I believe that if we were going to put in a bench for anybody heavier like maybe John, I would want to put cross supports in it. It doesn't have any cross supports, it just has the 1-inch square, kind of like furring strips all along all the edges for support, but I would do some cross bracing if I had somebody very heavy using it a lot. But again, since we won't be here, it won't really matter, so I'm just putting it down as it is. I am now going to take some mats that I purchased from the secondhand store. I have a total of $12 into mats, and you'll see just how many I have. I bought most of them in preparation for John coming for the week so that his back wasn't getting sore. So I have quite a few of them, but I did only spend about $12. And now I'm going to climb up into the loft and get the ones that the girls have been sleeping on if we were here. So I'm going to go up and grab those. I have, again, quite a few of them. Okay, so here I am explaining just how many pads I have put down and what order I've put them in and how cushy they are. I have them layered in an interesting way, but this is why I need to have the slip cover for them, is so that they will stay together and also so that they won't be getting dirty. And it's really unfortunate that you don't have any idea what I'm saying right now, because I think I'm explaining something important, but who really knows? Here I am saying something in very earnest fashion. Who knows? Now I'm going to explain to you what kind of fabric I'm using. This is 100% cotton, very tough fabric that I do not believe you can necessarily buy easily anymore. Everything is so thin and has polyester in it. But this is 100% cotton, very thick, and it's going to make exceptional sheeting. And what I end up doing, because it is narrow and long, is instead of, usually what I like to use is twin size sheets for these kind of slip covers because they're cheap. You just get them from the secondhand store and you just fold them in half and it's the perfect size. But with these ones, narrow and long, so I'm going to take it lengthwise and fold it in half to make it. So here I am talking about the extreme importance of folding things neat and tidy and tight, because when you're living in a tiny space you just don't have the luxury of you just don't have that much space. If you fold something, it's in a tight, tiny package. You can stack multiples rather than, I don't know, anybody who's seen something that just got wadded up knows how much more space it took. Going, Panther. Unless they changed your name.
Did you see the cat in the picture?
Yeah, they were super cute. I thought that was charming. You do think that upstairs is the best place. I don't blame you. I think the same thing.
You can't go